Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm finally sitting down and doing a story time video, which has been long planned because I have a few story time videos that I want to do on my channel, but I've never gotten around to it, and I was like, you know what, no, I'm just gonna do it. So hi and welcome. Today I'm gonna talk about my high school experience. Actually, not exactly. I'm gonna talk about my last year of high school because I moved school around that time, and a lot happened. And it's literally been 5 years now since I left high school, and I think it's safe now to make this video. I mean, I would have done it anyways. It's just this is not even an excuse. It's just I don't really do story times on my channel, and it's something that I kind of want to explore. And hi, and yeah, I go through a lot of weird stuff. I've done story times on like my private stories that I need to literally bring to YouTube, but yeah, I've lived a crazy life and I have so much to tell, and half of them I'm not gonna tell because they're personal, I guess. But the other half harf harf. Anyways, I can't speak today. I don't know what's wrong with me, but getting back into YouTube and talking and stuff like that has been complicated. But yeah, we're gonna sit down. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your popcorn because this is going to be a little bit intense. And I know for a fact that some of these people that I went to school with are probably gonna watch this video. So if you're watching this video, hi, and I do not like you, and just a lot. And we'll get into that. So, on my last year of high school, I moved. Because, okay, I need to be more specific with this, but like, I used to live in Manchester for my whole entire life. I went to a really known, I don't even know, I went to primary with a lot of people, and we all kind of grew up together, I guess you could say. Most of us kind of went to the same high school as well. So like everyone around my area, we all knew each other and went to the same school. And even the ones that I didn't go to the same school, I was kept my contact with them and knew everyone around. So I was like, I guess you can say I was kind of like known. I don't even know if that's the word I should use. I don't know. But like, I knew a lot of people and I was fine. And like in Manchester, I've never in my life experienced racism specifically. Yes, I'm a black girl, and there's a lot of racism everywhere you go, no matter where you live in the world, which is sadly you do experience racism once in a lifetime. And actually, when I was in Manchester, at least from what I remember, I never really like got called the N word or got told to go back to Africa or something. You know, like those typical racist jokes and stuff ever in my life because I don't know, because the school that I went to in the area where I lived was very like multicultural, international, whatever word you want to use. We had so many people. Manchester in general, I guess you can say. I'm not saying Manchester doesn't have racism. It does, and I've heard stories and I've seen how bad recently, for example, it's been. But when where I lived in the area where I lived, I personally never experienced. Everyone's experience is different, of course, but I never experienced any type of racism like ever. And yeah, I went to a school that had people from all around the world, and none of my classmates or anything was ever racist, so nothing like that. But after, so I moved out of my school. So basically, I was in high school in the school in Manchester, right? I was in year seven all the way to near the end, halfway through year 10. So I spent most of my high school years in this school, and then like last month of year 10 all the way to the end of year 11, I went to another school in another area. My mom was getting married to my stepdad, Allison, and around this time, so we were looking for a bigger house, and plus we had other people that were living with us around that time and that was gonna live with us for a long time, and so we needed a bigger house because the house where I lived in Manchester, where I grew up, my hometown and everything, was small because it's always been just me and my mom, and so now that we were entering a new chapter and having more people, entering our life, we needed a new house, and I have to admit I took Manchester in my like high school there for granted because I thought it was literally the worst. Not gonna lie, I thought like, cause like I heard a lot of bad things about my school, and my school was actually known for being a bad school, not a good school. But I still till this day speak to all my friends. By the way, it's been 5 years, and I still speak to everyone. And so like I got all my best friends with me. We went all to the same school, and so yeah, I took that for granted is what I'm saying because I didn't really appreciate enough the friendship, and I also didn't appreciate enough that I wasn't actually going through bad, like everyone in high school goes through like rumors and arguments, fighting. There's always something. High school is full of drama, but I went through a lot of that too. But I took my experience there for granted. I feel like I didn't appreciate it enough, to be honest. Looking back now, I feel like I didn't really appreciate going to school there because I thought moving to another school and fresh start and stuff was gonna be better. And turns out it ended up being the worst experience of my life. And you might think that is me being dramatic because I'm known for being very dramatic according to my family members. But no, it was really bad. It was a bad experience because that was the first time I've ever experienced racism, and I was shocked and I didn't know how to react. Keep in mind, myself back in 2015, I would say 2015, 2016 were, no, 2016 and 17 was it? I don't know, but like it was around that area, 2015, 2000 and all the way to 2017. So it was around that area of my life. I was super shy. Like, let me also like just say that myself in high school, I was a super shy, very to myself kind of person. Anyone who went to school with me can definitely confirm that. I was super like not talkative. I was just like super insecure and everything, and I never used to stand up for myself. I used to literally be the follower and not the leader. That's like the term that I use. I used to be that kind of person, and oh boy, yeah, so I was like the weak link, so they knew how to get me. But that is whatever. I mean, I've moved on from that, but because I wanted to do a story time, I thought this would be like such a good story time to put on YouTube because it really did happen and stuff. But I moved to a completely different area. I moved to Accrington around that time, and I went to a school that, well, when I looked up and did the research, it was a good school, and like it was a business, very posh type of school, and I thought, oh, this is perfect for me, this is perfect, this is really good. But one thing that I didn't know or I didn't realize until I moved there was that it was a very white school. It was a white school. It just had white um students. I mean, yeah, but no. I mean, not fully, but basically, I was the only, not the only. I want to like try and use the right words here. I wasn't the only black kid, but I was the only dark skin kid, and I was treated differently in that school for that. I was actually bullied badly because of that. And a lot of them are gonna watch this video and be like, "Oh no, she's exaggerating. She's exaggerating on this." Like, it wasn't that bad, but no, it was bad. It was bad to the point that I was super suicidal around that time, and yeah, I felt. I don't know how to explain because I really want to go in depth about how I was feeling and everything, but like I feel like this video would be too intense, so I don't know. Um, but so let me know if you don't mind the whole intense part. But it was a really bad experience for me. I went through a lot of racism. I had uh the boys in that school in my year were just awful. They would, say a lot of like racist comments. Like I would be walking down the stairs or something, and they'd come up to me and be like, "Ugh, go back to Africa," or make some stupid ass joke. Like what the fuck? Like I'm not like what? I didn't even know how to respond to that, and I would just be there like, what? Like what? I remember this one freaking time, a woman of color came to that school. I think she was like an expect. I don't even know. She was like checking the school out. I don't know what she was there for, but she was looking at the school. And I remember I was in class and someone said something, and they mentioned my name, and they said something like, "Oh, Rania's mom is in school. Her mother's in the school." And I was like, "My mom?" And for a second, I kind of believed. I was like, "What is my mom doing in the school?" And then I noticed it was a woman of color. It was a black woman that was like visiting the school, and the kids thought because she's black and I'm black, let's just make fun of her because like it was really just stupid. Like looking back at it now, it was like super stupid, and I don't understand what was the freaking point of that. It's just like silly little stupid things that they would just say, and I don't even know what to say about that. But like it was super stupid. I didn't like my whole experience there because most of the times, 99% of the time, people would treat me different for being black and they would say racist comments. I would walk home and I would have younger kids from like other years throwing shit at me, like throwing stuff at me or saying the N word or just honestly, like I'm trying to remember like more details, but I don't want to like fully go into details because I mean I don't know. I don't want YouTube to take my video down, but like because YouTube can be very sensitive. But yeah, like a lot of people were just I don't know. It was awful. It was like really awful. We only lived in Accrington, by the way, for like a year. My mom also didn't like experience. She didn't go for like the racism that I went because I was in high school and stuff. She was working in an area nearby, and my stepdad had his job that he's worked for years, so he was close. And like we only moved to Accrington. I don't know if I made that clear, but we only moved to Accrington because my stepdad work was there and his friend found a house for us there to move to and stuff, and so that's why we moved there. My stepdad wanted to live in a bigger house near his job because he works 45 minutes away from his work and it was complicated. So that, like, at that time, it made sense to move there. But honestly, it was literally nothing that I expected ever it to be. It was just like super bad. Honestly, it was just I keep saying it's bad, and I feel like I'm not really explaining it into details, but I wish I could show you how intense and bad it was, and how it really effed up with my like mental health as well around that time because I was constantly around like toxic people. The teachers didn't do shit, and I mean there was one teacher that actually did something, but like that was after like the kid really did something. I mean, what happened was I told like the principal, I guess. Was he the principal? Head teacher? No, he was the head teacher. I don't even know, but like whatever. I forgot completely who those people were, but because I tried to block like a lot of memory from that time. But I remember a very important teacher. I think it was the head of year or something, and I remember telling him about this one kid who we were. I think I was in science class and we were going down the stairs to do something and this kid came up and made some like really sensitive and racist jokes about me going back to Africa and being like, why are you here? You should go to Africa. Like you should go back to Africa. What are you doing here? And I obviously took that at heart because as an only black kid in that school, as a black kid in that school and just being around just white kids and stuff, and not just white kids but like you know what I mean. And it was intense, and they were always saying stupid stuff like that. And by the way, my year group there, when they found out that I told the teacher and that kid actually got in trouble, everyone's just giving me like dirty eye looks and just like because I told the teacher off for someone being racist, and yeah, no one liked me in that school. I feel like a lot of people didn't really like me just because of my color and because I actually stood up for myself around that time. The girls, a lot of them were fake. Not gonna lie, a lot of them were fake, and because I didn't know how to stand up for myself, most of the time back in that school, I didn't really like do anything about it. I would just, I mean, I was, what was, I mean, there wasn't that much to hate me on. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person that everyone should like me. No, especially nowadays, like I'm such a bitch. I know that, so I would understand why you would hate me. But like back then, I was such a quiet, shy person, and I describe myself as a friendly person, so like there wasn't really anything for anyone to ever really hate me on, but because of my race, a lot of people would bully me because of my color, and I would literally get constantly jokes about my color. One thing that I got bullied also from was in year 11 at the beginning of the year, I actually started. Guys, I'm filming outside. I don't know if you can tell, but the noises, if you hear noises, I am very sorry for that. But where was I? Anyways, uh anyways, so yeah, I remember at the start of year 11, I started my YouTube channel, and a lot of people had a lot of things to say about that. And they already hated me for like literally stupid shit and like because of my skin color, and a lot of them were racist. But as soon as I started my YouTube channel, they took the advantage to laugh about me. Every time I would post a video, I remember like in form time, in like tutor time or whatever. Tutor time? I feel like I'm losing my English because I'm in Portugal. I don't even know. Guys, let me know. But I remember in the morning we would have these like form times, and I remember specifically there was a table of boys and they were watching my video, my very first video on YouTube, which I'm very proud of. Really proud of that video because I took a lot for me, especially knowing how I was a shy, very to herself kind of girl. Um, it takes a lot of balls to even start a YouTube channel, and I don't think no one understands how hard YouTube can be sometimes. And this was something that I've been meaning to do. Like around that time, it was something that I really wanted to do for a long time, and it took me so long to finally do a YouTube channel, finally be a little bit more confident to do my YouTube channel. And so I did it. Obviously, I feel like I did it around the wrong time because I was in a really toxic school with toxic people around me, always bullying me for like literally nothing. And when I started my YouTube channel, they took the opportunity to have something to bully me from. And I remember a group of boys sitting at the table, watching my very first video, looking at me and laughing, be like,
You're such an idiot. You think you're gonna be like, you think you're this shit, you think you're this, you think you're that.
and I let it go from literally like weeks. I let a whole last week people talk shit about me. Would have some of the friends that I had around that time come up to me and tell me like, "Oh, I heard in this class people talking about your video and saying that you think you're this, you're that." Like, I never started my YouTube channel. And let me make it clear, and I think I've made it clear in like other videos as well. But I never started my YouTube channel to for fame, for money, for any of that. I started my YouTube channel because I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I always wanted to entertain people. I always wanted to there was specific stuff that I wanted to do, especially as a vlogger, which is something that I looked up to. I have a lot of different YouTuber role models that kind of inspired me to do YouTube, and I'm super grateful, and I don't regret at all to this day of doing YouTube because it has helped me a lot with my self confidence for speaking out more and just being more myself. I feel way more confident and comfortable and actually myself on my YouTube channel than any other social media platform. And I remember them just constantly bullying me and bringing me down for every video that I would post, and they would talk about it in front of me, behind my back, and it was just so much to the point that I didn't even delete it. I put my videos, I had 4 videos, I think, I believe, uh, at the time, and I put all of them on private because they were constantly like talking about me and they would play it in class and stuff, and it was always so horrible to be around in the area and just toxicity. And I quitted YouTube for a week. Actually, it didn't even take me a week. It took me like a day. It took me a day because I put my video on private, and some of them had the audacity to text me and be like, "Oh my god, I went to your YouTube channel. Where's your video? Like, I wanted to watch your videos." And I was like, "Bitch, excuse me?" Like, no, you wanted to make fun of me and share those videos and talk crap about me behind my back. And so you thought it was weird and strange that no longer I had this YouTube channel, that was publicly open. And, yeah, so the audacity. The audacity that these people had around this time. It's so funny to look back at it now because now I laugh at it. But like the audacity that they had to text me and be like, "Oh my god, where's your video? Baby girl, where's your video?" Like, you guys are pathetic. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit if you watch this. If I cross the street near you one day, if I see you in person, like, I really don't give a shit if you're gonna watch this video and you're gonna feel hurt about it. But like, honestly, it's just pathetic that these people were like that. And don't know. But yeah, and I was like, no, I'm not doing YouTube anymore. Yeah, I can't with the hate. And I let them think that they won by getting me off off YouTube, because they all felt like they did something there. They really did, and they did for a moment, honestly. And after a day, I took a day to really realize that I don't want these people to win. I don't want these people to think that they can bring me down and make me delete my YouTube channel. Something that I'm really passionate about and always have been passionate about, since day one. And I brought my videos back together and I announced it on my Facebook, freaking Instagram, that I was back and better than ever. And ever since that, I have been posting like almost every day. Like, it's been 4 years since I've been on YouTube, and I still post it constantly all the time. Some of them watches my videos. Some of them watch my stories. They have me on social media, so like they'll see my stuff and they'll see that I still post to this day. I have a lot of videos nowadays with tons of views that blew up, others that are not. But you know what? The case is not even like, the thing about YouTube with me is I don't really look into like my subscribers. I don't look into my comments. I don't look into how many views I do. Obviously, as a YouTuber, you want to see if one specific type of video that you do is doing well. Then obviously, you know which type of like content you focus on, right? But that was pretty much. Mia is sleeping right now, and I don't know. But like, yeah, and that's pretty much the story about my high school experience in this school and the whole racism situation. And not just the racist situation was like the biggest bullying impact that it gave on me, because like it was the first time I was ever experienced with racism. I was the only like black kid, and yeah. But and yeah, that was my high school experience. I mean, that was my year 11 experience because I moved to school, like I said. And that is that. That was my whole racism experience, my whole bullying experience. Because I feel I was like way more bullied in that school than I ever was in the other school. In the other school, I was fine. I had my closest friends. I was home. I knew most of the people. I grew up with most of the people that I went to school with. And I was home. And plus, like I said, I never experienced any type of racism ever when I was in the other school. And so when I went to the school, that happened. And it was fun, but we're past that. We've moved past that. I've grown from that, and nowadays, if I feel like if it was happening now, I wouldn't let it get to the point that I let it get to, because it really took really far. I let these people abuse me in a way, and even younger kids, like even kids in year 7, year 8, and year 9. Keep in mind, I was in year 11, and kids in year 7, 8, and 9 would bully me, would watch me go home and say horrible things to me. Like the amount, like I'm not even giving you details here, but the amount of stuff that was said and put into my brain, it was awful. It was not a good experience at all. And yeah, I just wanted to do a story time and see how it goes. But that it was experience. learned a lot from it. Nowadays, no one can mess with me because I will fight back and I will literally tell you off, and I don't give a shit really. So that is that, and yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was somehow interesting to see how it was. And to those people who I went to school with back in the day in that school who are watching this video, hi. And yeah, honestly, it's been 5 years since I left high school, and honestly, I couldn't even imagine myself in 5 years back then. So like, it's so weird and so unreal to me. Like, it's been 5 years. Like, it really, these 5 years have gone so fast. I wouldn't even known. I would have never guessed that I would be in Portugal right now. Like, that's a whole other story that I should make a video on. But like, yeah. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe. All my social medias are down below. And yeah, comment whatever video you want me to do or anything of the type. Let's have a conversation down below. And yeah, love you. Thank you so much if you watched till the end of the video. Love you all so much. And if you want more story time videos, I can definitely do because I have a lot of things to talk about. So yeah, if you want more story time videos, let me know, and I love you. Bye.